Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off of play action, it's Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep, James Prochet. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And running with power here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. (21-0) our score after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Oh, some strong running.
Oh!
Still going. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Shedding through the defense. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's not new. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
And again, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
57, Mike 57. Watch the out, watch the out. Let's 57, 57's right. Run out, ready?
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Sheds off the tackle, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 63 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. And he missed it. Not only was it wide right, didn't even look to have the distance either. Wow. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 163 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Chubb will try the middle here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. That time a 6-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 189 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Second down, here's Chubb again. There's a nice move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line. Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.